today we are getting a little crafty. You'll never guess what we're gonna do. I feel fancy as fuck. Hi guys, what's up? My name is Shayda and today we are getting a little crafty. Chris and I recently remade my YouTube header, and for the photo shoot I made a little flower crown. It got a lot of attention on social media, so I thought today, why don't we make one together? You can do this with grocery store flowers and very minimal supplies. We'll jump right in a second. First, I just want to mention that every Friday, every weekend really, we give bonus content on Patreon, things like worksheets and coloring pages, and on the first weekend of the month we give out an extra tutorial, and this weekend it's a really fun floral watercolor. What else? I'm sharing a process for painting where you can just jump right in and enjoy the act of painting flowers. So patrons, be sure to check that out. It will be posted tomorrow on the first Saturday of the month as usual. Okay, let's make a flower crown. Our supply rundown is fairly simple. Of course, you'll need flowers and leaves, and you can purchase them at the florist, but you can also grab them from the grocery store. And sometimes those grocery store bouquets that already have a decided color palette and a great variety, they might just be perfect. And then of course you'll need some clippers and scissors for cutting the flowers. And what I'm gonna start by doing is grabbing some flowers and leaves, and you wanna cut them down in fairly short pieces. And I'm grouping mine. I've got a bunch of leaves cut, a bunch of flowers, and as I cut them, I am cleaning off the bottom parts of the stem to make them easy to wrap later. So you can see I've got baby's breath, spray roses, some eucalyptus. Once that's done, I'm going to make the form for the crown. Now I'm using copper wire. You can grab anything similar. I'll use pliers to cut that wire. I've cut a very long piece, then I've folded it in half and I'm wrapping it to reinforce the structure, or to make it a little more structural. And then I'm wrapping it around my head like a scarf. And at the top where the wires meet, I just make a little kink so I know about what size my head is. And then we'll kind of wrap that just a bit more, cut off the ends, and then I've got a circle that's about the size of my head, and it's a good structure because it's wrapped twice. At this point you also need floral tape, and that's it for supplies. Now I've got all my little flowers and leaves already sitting here ready to go. So what you're going to do is make a little arrangement with 3 or 4 stems, something like that. You've cleaned off the bottoms of the stems as you cut everything down, and what we'll do is we'll attach that first little spray, that first little grouping onto our wire form using our floral tape. Floral tape you can get at most craft stores or even the dollar store. It is special. It adheres to a living thing like a plant, and you just wrap tightly and use your fingers to kind of press it and add pressure, and it will hold. It doesn't feel very sticky, but it will. And you can see I'm going to make another little arrangement here with 3 different stems, some eucalyptus and a spray rose, and I'm cutting down a big hydrangea for that electric blue. And again, I'm wrapping a piece. I've cut a piece of floral tape that's about 12 inches or 30 centimeters. I wrap it tightly, press it, add a little pressure with your fingers, and it will hold. And we just keep building. So you're constantly, putting more flowers on top of the ones that you just added to the crown. If a flower is too big, just pull off some petals. It totally doesn't matter. And again, take that floral tape and just wrap it tightly and add a little pressure, really press it with your fingers. I think the heat from your hands sort of helps it to stay on there. And then you just keep adding, you're going along in a circle and you're adding these little arrangements that you make with 2 or 3 stems. And you can see now I've got almost this little floral fascinator. I'll put it on so you can see how it's going. You could stop here if you were making a flower crown for a bridesmaid party or something like that. These are so subtle and they're not overwhelmingly large, so that's a nice place to stop. You can see I'm going to keep going because I am making a statement piece today. And so we keep adding flowers just always moving in the same direction, adding more right on top of the last one that we just added. Continuing to wrap a little piece of tape tightly, really press on it as you wrap it. And you're just going to add more tape to the wire. Think about the way the leaves and flowers are sitting. But it really is, again, as usual, it's a game of perfectly imperfect. Nothing needs to be anything. It's easy to get caught up in, oh, I want that flower to sit there, or that won't look as good. But sometimes you just want to kind of go with the flow with this craft, because you are working with natural elements and there's no hot glue allowed. Just kidding. At this point, I have wrapped a ton of flowers and leaves on there. I have about 3/4 of the crown done. And so what I want to do is leave the back open. I will not enclose that with flowers. So at this point, I want to switch the direction for the first time, and everything's been going towards in the same way since I began with that first little spray. Now this one, I'm going to reverse the direction so that I kind of have these little leaves hanging down behind my ears at the back. Now, of course, you could continue to go all the way around the crown. It's totally up to you. Or you could just do that little fascinator that I started with. There's so many ways to make a flower crown. So again, just adding my floral tape, and then there's a bit of a gap there. So I will need to add maybe another flower, and baby's breath is so good for filling in gaps on any part of the crown. And I added that, and there we go. This flower crown is looking pretty good. I may need to add a flower in one spot if there's some tape showing, but it really is looking good, and it's very full and bold up top, which is kind of where you want it to be the biggest statement. Before you start your crown, it's a good idea to think about the color palette. I went for a full rainbow for this one, which isn't even like me, but I'm so happy with how it turned out. It's a little delicate, but it's certainly not in danger of falling apart. It looks good from both sides, sort of from all angles. And I guess now all that's left to do is try this baby on. There we are. Category is Flower Crown Extravaganza Realness. So guys, that's it. The flower crown process. This took about 90 minutes to put together. Of course, we were filming as well. It's not a long process. And I think these crowns are just perfect for a picnic, a bridal shower, a baby shower, for your bridesmaids, all those activities and events that come up in the spring and summer. So think about creating one. And if you don't want it quite as dramatic, quite as a statement piece as this one, you can always just do that kind of offset little fascinator that we started with, and that literally takes like 15 minutes. So doing those for your bridesmaids or what have you would be, I think, quite approachable. Cool guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you'll all be wearing flower crowns this spring.